Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Panthers will hustle to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, and watch out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Panthers are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just steamrolling the defense. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, going up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. Breaks free. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Epps. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And now the hit knocks it loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. FIU pushing tempo.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They feed him again. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Lots of running room. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. There he Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The option look. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Got it behind the line, it's Henry. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Running free. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
Western Kentucky, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulls it, fired complete. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. They'll run the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Panthers with the 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Western Kentucky, 14.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of pop.
Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. Wide open spaces. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Reads it, fires complete. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Buys a little time with his feet. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the deep...
Oh, a lot of space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. FIU pushing tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Western Kentucky, 17.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Another FIU.
Motion from the wideout. Here comes the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off play action. Now adjusting. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dawson. FIU pushing tempo.
By the receiver. Loses 6. Third down coming up.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd down play from the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, WKU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
Let's go. Single, single.
Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing that could possibly happen.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, right? So after that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
23, Western Kentucky. 24.
He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Western Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wide open downfield. Flying down the right side. Oh, he's got some... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Toppers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. With the run on 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Florida International.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida International.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything